Hey everyone, today is the day for an important upgrade. We are going tubeless today. Now I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, so you're gonna follow me on that journey. And if I can do it, you can do it. However, if I fail catastrophically, then I couldn't do it, and you may not be able to do it. Show you guys my office real quick. I work from home, so I just thought I'd give you guys a little tour real quick. There's my little Pac-Man machine. My little entertainment area. Chilling here in the couches. Little workout area over here. We've got Mikkel's new sinker. We've got my bike, the Mason. A little music area. Computer workstation. And in here is where we're going to go tubeless. It could be messy, so I was going to take it outside, but I think it'll be alright. Worst case scenario, I blow something up and sealant goes everywhere, but I don't think that'll happen. So these are the DHR IIs from Maxxis. I guess I didn't need to turn it around because there's a logo on that side as well. Shows how little I know about these tires. But they just came in the mail, opened them up. It doesn't look like there's any pinching on any of the beads, so we should just be good to go. First step, take off this tire. Trusty Allen key. Don't ask me what size this is, I don't know. I fit it, I know this is the one. Undo that. Pull that on out. We're free. This is my workbench. First step is taking the air out. Undo the Presto valve. Stop moving, this will take a little bit. Alright, so we are nice, good, and flat. Next we gotta get this tire off. Never done this before either. This is a, I don't know, tire lever?
Okay.
I was told in a video, get plastic, don't get metal. Because metal will ruin your rim. This part is not supposed to be difficult.
Tire 1, key 0. Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Nope. Oh, there we go. I don't know why that was so difficult. Maybe because there was still air in there? Now, take this little doohickey and you pop that over there. There we go. Now you gotta do the same on this side.
2 hours later.
There we go. Whoop. Success!
Oh.
There's this tube that we're gonna save just in case we be able to ride home. Go ahead and put this in our backpack. Unscrew in this little piece on the Presto valve, and we're home free. We got ourselves a rim, no tire on it. Only took me a forceful 10 minutes. But now that I know, the next one will go much quicker.
First one's always the hardest.
First one's always the hardest. Alright, so now I need to get this on there. Now, which direction does it go? Well, if you look up here, see the treads? See that? I don't know if you can tell, but see how they're a little angled on this side? And they're like cut straight off on this side? The angled side is going that direction. However, also on here, a little thing that says rotation and an arrow, that also lets you know that it needs to go this direction. And just don't be stupid and forget which way your wheel needs to go on. This side has the rotor on it. My brake is on the left side. Gotta go this direction. This rim, as you can see, was already taped and tubeless ready. So that's gonna make life a lot easier. I don't have to tape the inside of this. If you need to, I've seen a bunch of videos where people just use Gorilla Tape and they just tape the inside. No big deal. So now I need to get this in here. No, that was easy. All right. Now let's get that valve in. See this little valve stem here?
So why would you need to change out the valve when you already had one on the other tire?
Because that was on the tube, not the tire.
Oh.
And we're going tubeless.
Oh.
Thanks for the question, wife.
Congratulations.
Now we need to take that little O-ring that came on here. That needs to go on first because that's going to stop air from coming out the other side. And then our little cap thing goes on.
Is that the correct term for it?
Yeah, cap thing.
Okay.
All right, so before putting sealant or slime in there, we're gonna see if this will actually hold air. I don't have one of those pumps where you can like charge it up and then do like a huge burst of air at the same time. I've heard that that's obviously the best way to go because it does it really quickly and everything sets, but we're gonna have to do things the hard way. And now we pump up the jam.
Pump it up. There you go, get your back into it. Both feet to stabilize the pump.
It's crying. You hear it? There's like a big gap. I'm just pulling it a little closer to the rim so that hopefully that will stop air from coming out. It's working, it's holding air. The beads aren't set. So, as we pump this up, you want to hear a big pop happen on the tire. That's going to be the bead going underneath the rim and hooking, right? So, go ahead and get in on there. And let's listen to that pop. Okay, I'm beyond 35, but I didn't hear no pop.
I didn't hear no pop either.
So let's go to 40. You can hear and feel air escaping the rim right here. See how there's like this beaded line all the way around? Mm-hmm. It's all the way around. And we're holding air, except for that little area.
But we didn't hear a pop.
We didn't hear a pop. I am surprised on that. You're supposed to hear like a so all the air is out of the tire. And that bead's locked in. Just didn't ever hear the pop. Seems to be holding, so we're gonna go ahead and put sealant in it. I'm gonna take out this valve core, which leaves a straight hole of where we're gonna pour sealant into. All right, so we've got our sealant here. We've got 8 ounces of sealant. I'm going to use 4 ounces for each tire, which is a little over the recommended amount. And from what I've heard, you want to use a little over the recommended amount.
Why do they even, recommend things to you if you're not going to take said
Every video I
recommendation?
saw said use a little over the recommended amount.
Yeah, okay.
So the recommended amount is 100 milliliters, but 4 ounces is like 115 milliliters. Put this little nozzle on here. I guess we're just gonna pump it on in there. All right. That is about half the bottle.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you taking a video?
Yes.
I'll pour it back in there and re-pump up the jam. But this time the air should be holding, so we should be good.
One can hope. I mean, you did just go against the recommendation of said sealant. So.
I'm only going off of YouTube is more reliable than any other manufacturer's codes or numbers.
Okay.
Okay. Move along, little sealant.
So crazy that that stuff will stop a puncture.
I still hear a little air escaping, but the sealant hasn't made its way around yet. Valve stem still has a little bit of air coming out, but I've only tightened it by hand. Let's get the sealant really good around there, since that's the little hole point. Now that I've tightened up the valve core and it seems like no air is coming out, back up to about 25 PSI, and there are no whistly sounds. So we should be all good.
No whistlies.
There's a shove it in there.
When in doubt, just shove it in.
When in doubt, just shove it in there. Give it a good shove. A good shoving. No torque wrenches here. Leave that fancy stuff to the professionals. I'm not going to put you guys through putting on, making the second tire tubeless. I will do that on my own time. But as you can tell, for a complete noob, having never done it or seen it done in person, only having seen it on YouTube, the little bit confusing part was I was ready for that pop to happen, and I went all the way up to 50 PSI. This tire says 35 PSI. I went up to 50, and it was scaring me, and I heard no pop. So I took the air out of it. Seemed like the bead was holding perfectly fine. So I guess sometimes you hear a pop, sometimes you don't.
I mean, we'll find out once we hit a trail.
It seems to be holding air perfectly fine. I hear nothing anymore, no air coming out. Seems to be holding really good. Once I get that second tire on there, I'll go for a little ride just to test it. No need to record that, but I will let you know in the next video whether or not it was a complete success or failure. But as of now, this bad boy seems to be holding pretty well. So, that's the end of this video. See you guys in a couple days for the next video, where we will be traveling to a trail, possibly waterworks for the first time.
Yeah.
All right, over and out.